Mhm. Yeah, okay. So hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the fourth session of our mm, Gaming with Unity's live workshop from Practically. So welcome you, uh, and hope you had a nice weekend. So here in my place, it's raining and the weather is all good. So I slept a bit higher. So today we will prepare our asset for the implementation, and we will do some level designing for our game. So we will be doing some sort of animation work today. If you remember, we had a rollerball environment, and we are going to add some coins over there today. And I have I have created one Slack channel so that we can interact over there. So I see some of your friends already have joined over there. So I've invited whoever have filled the form. Okay. So and I'm going to give a link in the description to make you guys join over there, and then we can discuss about your issues you are having with the development, or your ID is not working, license is not working. I can assist you over there. So if you need my personal time as well, I'm ready to give it to you. So you have to be enthusiastic till the last, and you have to continue. So any questions? Yeah, but so I'm going to add that link in the description. Just a second. Mm. So till then, uh, okay, Chetan have joined. Hi Kalpana. You want to add jump? Okay, we will add jump today. Um, then Lava Hegde. Okay, hi, hello. Uh, okay, so in the last class, it's all about we worked hands on. We added multiple things on the scene, and we organized those, and we uh, tried creating a sort of maze over there, and we learned how we can duplicate things on the scene, and how we can move those thing, and how we can make a parent child relationship. So if you go through our previous session, and you'll get to understand, there is no rocket science, but it just simple things over there. You just have to remember the commands, and you have to make sure that you select the right object when you are moving. And while it's very confusing while you are on parent child relationship, and you select one object, you try to move it, and other object doesn't move. So it changes the position, and the position and the vector and the all the mathematics thing, all both all those things will make chaos in the scene, and hierarchy as well. To make it organized, we created folders to organize our different kind of files we have for our project. And for the scene as well, we have different level of environment, player, npc, non-playing characters. Those sort of things are there, and we we made those things organized in the scene. So we made empty game objects, and inside that we placed our the game objects that we have in the scene. So suppose if we are talking about a bigger, suppose it's a building, right? So inside the building there are apartments. Okay, so apartment has some number. So building is the parent object, and apartments are the child of it. And in a single apartment there are maybe 2 rooms and 3 rooms are there. So inside apartment there will be child of rooms. Okay, so this room, that room. Okay, and after that, inside room there will be bed, furnitures, those sort of things. So so if you are making an environment of a building, and if you have a building and it's a detailed one, so that is how you maintain the parent child relationship. So we learned those things in the previous session, and in this session we are going to add more objects on the scene. We will work more on the object movement on the scene, and how we can make it animated when the game plays. Okay. Making levels, so it should come from your design end. Like if you have a game, if it's a infinite running game like Subway Surf or Temple Run, those kind of game. So those kind of game doesn't have any levels, so it's an infinite running game. It generates obstacles or challenges when as the game progresses. Okay, but it doesn't have any label. So so if your game also, if you there are some of the game, even if it's a infinite running game, or any, it doesn't have any label, but you can give your player much more strength when your player is playing it's consistently. Okay, so he's achieving things. When he is achieving things, you're giving much more power to it. Okay, so that have to be coming from the design end. So game that we are going to develop today, and the racing game as well. Okay, so if you want to add non-level things in the game, you can do it. But we add laps, we add times to maintain the length of the game. Okay, so the game that we are developing right now, it's a rollerball game. It will have levels, obviously. If I'll be developing as a single level. Okay, and I will give you a sort of tool how you can generate multiple levels out of it. Okay. Hi, Guntur Mirchi. Okay, yeah, happy to see you too. Good morning. Lazy Raj, okay, so if you haven't joined in the Slack group, okay, I think I have invited most of you. Anyway, to get your question, I came back. I'll just drop the link in the description. Till then, I think, so if you go to Slack, uh, okay, so we are having a birthday boy or girl over here today. So it's Misty. Happy birthday. Just I have a wish for everyone. Just be safe in these unprecedented times. Okay, so let's start. in the engine. So you'll get the link in the description to join in the Slack group. So today we are going to we will prepare some of the assets for our level design and its implementation, and we will see how we can how the actual game the animate coins are there. Okay. Mm. Okay, so we have these from our previous session. Okay, and so you have a maze over here. So it's already been given by Unity. So the one that we have developed. So this was the one. Okay. So to give you a glimpse that how it was working when we last worked on it. Okay. So we have a ball and our camera is following it, and we have a simple mesh sort of thing just to check our movement, and everything is working fine. Okay, so it's like a simple FPS only. In the place of ball you may have a character in your FPS game or RPG. Okay, so the movement is simple. It's a WASD key or your arrow keys. Okay, to go forward it's W, to go to the right it's D, go to the left it's A, and if you want to brake or you want to go backward it's S. Okay. Okay, so this is how our the environment was working, or the ball game was working, and what we opened here is the same environment is given by Unity. So if you already have done this level 1 thing, you can go to that rollerball scene. Okay, so this is the scene. So to open it I made a search from here, but you can always go to sample scenes and rollerball. Okay, so it's either if you are on the top of the folder, is if it is asset folder. Okay, and go to sample scenes, then go to scenes and go to rollerball. Okay, so there are a lot of other scenes also you will get, like this car. Okay, you'll also get this car scene over there. So some of you, if you have already explored, okay, I didn't told you, just to make you get you through the flow. Okay, so you can start playing rightly. It has audio. Okay. So it's physics enabled. Okay. So anyway, so there are other scenes are also there, like 2D character. Okay. So it's jumping. Okay. Okay. So like this, you'll get a lot of scene. You can explore it by yourself how the structures are made. Okay, in the free time. So is it enjoyable? Are you enjoying it? Or it's some sort of boring regular math class? Yeah, you can play it in the mobile. What you have to do is, the Unity. There are some engineering or technical terms are there. We call it platforms. Okay, so mobile is a platform. If you have Xbox or anything that any gaming console. So those are different kind of platform, and your PC. Okay, so these all are different kind of platforms. So Unity is an application, okay, which if you develop it once. So if I have this, this 2D game over here, and I want to install it for on my system, okay, I can do that. If I want to install it on my mobile, I can do that. Okay, so you will be developing it once over here. Okay, and you can install it anywhere if you want, on the console anywhere. So it's a much more of engineering term, and it says cross platform, okay, supported. So I'll show you. So you build it. Okay, so any software to make it to make it platform installable or deployable, we have to build any software. Okay, so you can see Unity supports this much of platforms: iOS, Android, WebGL, tvOS. Okay, so this window you will get inside the file and build settings. So if you get bit more enthusiastic, and if you start building, you can do that and mind. But it will build your game for the targeted platform. So right now it's PC, Mac, Linux, standalone. So if you are on Windows system, it will give you an executable file, exe file. Okay, and for the iOS, there are Xcode things are needed. And the Android, if you connect your Android phone with the system, now with all the debugging enabled, developer mode enabled, you can install it too. So so there is a whole sort of we kept a week to understand how we deploy games. So that is in the last week. So be patient till then. We will be developing, and there are other than building, there are other a lot more important things also there to understand. Okay, so I think we are spending more time over here. So let's get into this rollerball. Okay, so it's a simple maze over there. I think the mm, 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 mm. I have given you all sort of materials and everything, and to how to create and move object in the scene. Okay, now you can. So this is a demo, and this is already available, and I think you can make a replica of it. Okay, so so I told you how to make a this kind of walls. So if you want to make this kind of a stairs, or uh, sleep slippery, I don't know what it say. So I'll call it as a stairs or slippery stairs. Okay, then how you do it? So you have to add one cube. Okay, so right click on hierarchy, or you can click on create, or right click over here, go to 3D object, click on cube. Okay, we have a cube added, so it's very small over here. Okay, some of you know will get confused whether it's added or not. Okay, just if its unit size is 111 meter. Okay, and it's created somewhere at the minus minus minus, so understandably it's very far away from our environment. So what we will do, we will at the first point of time we will make it as the position at 0 0 0, so that it will return to the, you know, it's a 0 0 0 position. Okay, position or address, whatever you say. Okay, so we have this cube and I moved it just on x direction. Okay, and I'll take it a bit higher. Okay, so it's just a simple cube. To make to give it a shape like this object, what you have to do is you have to stretch it from this side or this side, and you have to make it squeeze from the top. Okay, so that is understandable. So we will go to scale tool. Okay, and other on the Z. Okay, we will stretch it. Okay, stretch it this much. Okay, then we have to squeeze it. We are squeezing it from the Y. Okay, and we will stretch it from the X. Okay, so it will give you a similar kind of platform that you want. Okay, so there you can you know, edit its scale to get a desired output. Okay, so understandable? Any confusion up to now? Okay, so what is your doubt, Achanta? So is it clear that you know how you can add one cube and you can make give it a different kind of shapes as per your need? Is it clear, or shall I take you through again? Yes, Hari, you can import 3D objects from Maya or 3ds Max, any 3D software. If it gives output as FBX, OBJ, okay, you can import those. Your target at ball is not coming. Okay, so I think you're missing a step over here. So if you have added, if you have a camera, okay, okay, or on your scene, the scene that you have created, if you have a camera and free loop camera rig, so this object you will have. Okay, over there, see the target. Okay, so target, it is automatically taking the target. Okay, you don't need to you know, drag and drop it. So even if it doesn't satisfy you, you can drag and drop it anyway. Okay, so for our game, our target is roll a ball. Okay, so what we do, just drag and drop it like this. So there is an empty field over here. Okay, we will just drag and drop it, and I think that will solve your problem. So which one is not coming, this free look camera or what? That one is not there. I actually I don't understand. So later on you can just keep your issues noted. Okay. So we'll let you join in the Slack group where you can post the screenshots and every sort of stuff so that I can go through and I'll understand actually what's the problem. Okay. So this free look camera won't come. So if, even if you have created a camera, okay, and yeah, are you on this scene? If you're not on this particular scene, then you have to add free look camera rig. So the next class is day after tomorrow, Khushi. Okay, so if you're on the scene, then it should come. Okay, for the free look camera rig and all the scripts. So if you have any issues on the in the console, okay, so these are some of the common errors. So I can clear it. So if you have some error that you can't clear, then your scripts won't work. Okay, so you have to first we have to check that what is the script error that you have. uh, okay, so how to make a track? Okay, so you have to understand that we are going through a flow. Okay, so that flow, it has everything. Okay, so if you have to be patient. You have to wait for the when the track design or those sort of things are coming. Okay. Okay, so you post your screenshot. So okay, okay. But Prabin have posted an error. So if the error is same for everyone, so I'll tell you how to overcome that. See, Konda, we already have discussed the any game in Play Store how we do that. So there are a sort of processor there. So in the first class we have discussed it. We'll discuss it later, but we are now on a different track. Okay, so and I understood Praveen. Okay, so this is a common error maybe some of you are having. Okay, so uh, I will okay, so text. Mm, can you tell me a bit more that from which script? Okay, so there is a script name .cs file is there. Okay, so I just want you to spell it over here. Okay, so some of you doesn't have that issue, some of you having that issue. Okay, so this is not a big issue. I just have to know that from which script it is coming. Okay, and your problems will be sorted. So I'll give you a bit glimpse how you can do that. Okay. Okay. So look at here. So if you are having the same issue, most of you, I think it is. Okay, so the problem says GUI text have been removed. Okay, use UI text instead. Okay, so here what do you have to do? You have to double click on the uh, so you have to double click on the script, that on the error. If you double click, if you're double clicking over there, so your script file will be opened. Okay, so it will take you to something that's called GUI text. Okay, so there will be a GUI text. What you have to write over there is okay, so you will be replacing GUI text to this over here. Okay, so if it has GUI text, okay, double click on the arrow, it will open the script for you. Okay, and you have to change it to Unity engine. Okay, .ui.text. Okay, if you write this line and save the script, come back to Unity, you'll get to see that your errors are gone. Yes, yes, Ayush. So if you have any compiler error, it won't let you play the game. Okay, okay, Praveen. Uh, okay, so if it is work for Praveen, if you have the same error, then it should work for you as well. Okay. Okay, I understood. You don't have to flood out the comment anyway. So getting back to Unity. Okay, so uh, so this queue that I have added, I'll delete that. Okay, instead let me add one new queue. Okay, so this queue also I'll move its position to 0 0 0. Okay, and I want to add that over here. Okay, so maybe uh, near to the object, so that we can test it faster. Okay, so we have a queue. Okay, let's rename it as a coin. Okay, okay, so I have a coin. I'll make a empty game object. So I'm creating one empty. Okay, and I'll give the same position of the coin to this game object. Okay, so how we can do that quickly? So we can go to coin, and we can make it 0 0 0. Okay, coin, and the game object also 0 0 0. Okay, so then I want to I want to make this game object, empty game object, okay, the parent of the coin, okay. So I'll change its name, coin parent, okay. Then I'll drag and drop the coin on the coin parent, so that coin will be the child of coin parent, okay. So I'll collapse it and I'll select the coin parent, okay. Just make sure you are not clicked on the coin, okay. You have to click on the coin parent, okay, and you move the coin. Now see, if I'm moving the parent, the child is also moving over here, okay. I want to make it a bit over there, okay. And now this is our coin, and our coin, I'll add a color to the coin, okay. So as we know, you already have created some of the materials, so I will add red material on the coin, okay. So it will be distinguishable from the background, okay. So okay, so you have added one coin, and that coin has a box collider attached, okay. And now I'll move and I'll try to hit the object, okay. So I'm hitting the object, means it's doing something with the object, okay. So if it's hitting means the ball knows, so there is an object, okay. So by which we can make something, we want to do something when it touches the cube, okay. So before that we can make it animated, we can move it left to right, so that our player will get to know that it's a coin and we have to collect it. When you collect it, we will get points, okay. So perhaps showing a red coin may confuse everyone, because red things are always unhealthy things. So our player might feel that when I touch it, my existing coins will be decreased, or I'll lose my life, okay. And so okay, so I have a coin, okay. I just dragged and dropped this green material over here only, and the coin parent, okay. Now I want to animate it, okay. To make it animated, I'll go a bit fast, so the everything is being recorded and you can come back and you can see. So I'll spell out each and every step that I'm doing over here, okay. To make a coin or make an object animated, so first of all we have to go to the animation window, which we don't have right now, okay. So what I'll do, I'll go to window, I'll go to animation, then animation, okay. So it have added a window for me, so this is the window, okay. And now I want to move that window to my bottom pan, okay. So I'm joining it over here. I just have dragged it and dropping it over here, so the animation window is created, okay. Now you can see, to begin animating coin, so you're not animating coin parent, so there you have to be cautious. So we are not animating coin parent, we are animating coin, okay. So to begin animating coin, create an animator and an animation clip, okay. So I'll create one. So when I click on create, so it gives me a window to save my animation clip, okay. So I want to save it to a new folder inside asset folder, okay. So I'll create a new folder. So that folder will be animations. Okay, so animation folder is created, and I want to save the animation file as the name of coin. Okay, so I'll click on enter and it will be saved. Now you will see that coin, and it has an animator connected. Okay, so it's a component, and how our object or our player is colliding with the box, because it has a box collider. So if it's a sphere, so I'll add a sphere over there. See if it's a sphere, then let me make it 0 and 0. Okay, so it's a sphere. Okay, you can see there is a sphere collider connected. So all sort of primitive objects you will have over here. So those will have colliders connected with it. So if it's plane, then there is a plane collider is there. So there all sort of colliders are there. You just have to use it. So it's a cylinder, capsule, everything. So it's a cylinder. Okay, if it's a cylinder, then you can see there is a capsule collider connected to it. Okay, and with a capsule, then also capsule collider, wheel collider. So everything has a collider to interact with the environment, or make it a feel of a solid physics. Okay, so I'll delete two of these. So now I have an animation created for the coin and animated. Now if I play, it should animate, right? So I have I've added one animation control over there. Okay, it should animate, but it's doing nothing for now. Okay, it's just still standing out there, and it's doing nothing. Okay, so we have added one animation, but we haven't animated it. Okay, so animating a object is a bit easy if you understand vectors, how we so there's a frame of time and velocity. Okay, so it's all physics, right? So the which point of time where our object will be, so that is how we make animations anywhere. Okay, so it's all sheet of, if you see, if it's all sheet of the time. Okay, so we have seconds over here, and we have frames. Okay, frames also. So if I so it is a point for frames. So if I select on 1 second, okay, you'll see that it's it is 60 frames. Okay, so 1 second means 60 frames. You can change the frame rate or anything, the project settings. So you don't do that over here, so we don't need to do that, perhaps. So in the 1 second, we want our object to move. Okay, so what we will do, we have to record. Okay, so we'll click on record, and to record the movement, we will move the object. So I'll move the object over there. Okay, then at the second I want it to come back to the original position. So you can drag the object to its original position. Okay, so now if you play, okay, now you'll get to see that it's moving. Okay, so don't feel you're lost somewhere. I'll get back to you, and I'll make sure that your editor and everything is working fine. You just have to be patient. Okay, check external application preferences. Okay, simple activator menus. Yes, when I double click on showing, okay. So Ayush, so it's a problem. This problem is solvable. Okay. Ayush, just bear with me and join on the Slack group. We'll discuss on it. Okay. So you can go to file or go to preferences. Okay. You can go to file or edit. So you'll get to see preferences over here, somewhere over here. If you are on Windows, okay, then you have to click on that preferences, and you will arrive on something like this. Okay. Okay. So there are the preferences and general, and you don't change anything from here. Then external tools, then external script editor. If you haven't installed Visual Studio, so I may ask you if you have a better system which has a better RAM and everything, you go and install Visual Studio, or otherwise you can go for open by file extension. Okay. So you can choose a text editor for it. So just a simple text editor, because I don't want you to write codes that will make our entire session very complex. Okay. So open by file extension. If you want to install Visual Studio, you can go and install that also. Okay. So Visual Studio Code also you can install, but there are hefty processes to go through to make it work for your Unity. So that is why I don't want you to dig into those sort of things. You can play around with this Unity engine as much as you want. To add Visual Studio with your editor, what you can do, you can go to installs, okay, where you installed all your Unity editors. Okay. So click on any of the editor. Okay. This hamburger button over here, click on it, click on add modules. Okay. Then see, I have this much of modules and everything installed for my system. Okay. So as you don't have Visual Studio, if you don't have, then there will be a checklist. There will be a checkbox where you can select Visual Studio, click on just click on it, make it true, and click on done. Okay. Then it will start installing Visual Studio. I think before that you have to close your Unity editor first. Okay. So that is how you can install Visual Studio. I think that will solve your problem, Ayush. Okay. So the group link is at the description. So you just have to go to I'll just show you how you can join on Slack. Okay. So go to slack.com. Okay. Then sign in. Okay. Or okay, don't follow this. Just click on this the link that you have given, unitysummercamp.slack.com. Okay. And you have to give your email address and password. Okay. Then if you sign in, then okay. And I think we already also shared the form for you. Mr. Jilani, can you share the form for them so that I'll get their email addresses and I can make them join over there? Yeah, so we are giving you a link, guys, the form. So if you fill the form, I'll get your email ID and I will invite you to join in the Slack group. Okay. So right now, if you see in the Slack group, I think most of you have joined, and okay. So we discuss everything on the gaming with Unity, okay, on this channel, okay, so that you know the if your friends have the similar problem, so those also got solved, okay. So make sure that you are texting me, not on the on my not me directly, you text me over there, okay. So hi Abhishek. So so you can join or there, I'll invite you. You just drop your email ID, the fill the form, okay. So that you know the group will be there for for lifetime, and you know by growing up also you can uh, call back later and you can see what are the common mistakes that you have done, okay. So we'll solve each problem over here. So I'll get you synchronized where I am right now. So I hope you understood how we made this animation. So you play around with the animation. There is no restriction until unless you're going to coin parent and creating one animation over there. Don't do it. So create the animation on the coin. So clicking on the coin and create animation, and you're good to go. You can play around or you can record much more stuffs also. You just click on so in the 2 second, okay. So this is the timeline I have, okay. This is how animation studios work, any animation studio and everything. So if you have seen any of the videos related to how they make animations or anything, everyone works on a timeline. So it's a animation timeline and generic timelines are different. So this is the animation one, you can make it animated, okay. So you can do anything over here. So these are the key points, okay. So so I told you moving an object is everything about its time and its distance, okay. So so you can see, so we have three values over here. One is position x, position y, and position z. So we are moving one object to one position to another position, means we are changing its position. It's just if you relate it to your general physics, you will get to understand that. So we are changing its position. So you are telling it that in 1 second, okay, in 1 second or in 60 frame. So this is a box where you will get to see the frame rate, okay. So in the 30 second it's 30 frame rate, okay. In the 60 second it's 60 frame rates, okay. That's 60. So we are telling it that in 1 second you move to this 000 to this 1.57, okay. So you want, if you want it to be 2, you can just write 2 over there, okay. And coming back to the second, okay. In the first second, sorry, the first second we are at the position of 2, and now we are coming back, okay, in the second. So we are coming back to 000, okay. It's all, so this is the window, this is the this is time and this is position, okay. So it's like we are covering this distance on this particular time. Is it understandable, or it is or is it confusing for you? Okay, okay, Jagruti. I think you are the only one who understood. Okay, anyway, so it's very simple when you understand. So if you relate it to general physics, it's very simple. So so I created animation on the coin. So you can come back, you can see how I created one animation, how I saved it. And now I'm telling you that how animation actually works. So if I have, suppose it's a Tom or Jerry, okay, so I want Jerry to to get inside his hole as fast as he can. So it's like 3 second. In the 3 second he will run towards the hole, if the hole is over here. So in the 3 second he will move forward and get inside, will get inside his hole. So the any animation or any kind of industries that create nice cool animations over there, so those have a body. So there are movement of hands, movement of legs, those things are also there, but the generic terms are these types of terms only. Okay, so in the next class, I can wrap it up over here, so you can explore more. So let's save it. So Control S. Okay, the project. So you can, for your exploration, you can go to sample scenes and go to scenes, and you can explore. There are objects are there. Okay, or these are unity scenes. Okay, where a scene like whatever we are working over here, the multiple scenes are there. So one is 2D character, aircraft. Okay, so you can, so it's a runway, aircraft, everything is there, so you can explore. Okay, and if you want to change the color of the aircraft, or just go to material and just drag and drop it. Okay, for this part or this part, you can create multiple materials. I hope you know how we created materials. Just like the wings of this portion of wing will have green color, and this portion of wing will have red color. Okay, you can customize this aircraft or anything you want. Okay, and so you can create more materials. And so how you create materials on the project window. Okay, clicking on the project window, right clicking on the project window. Okay, you go to create and we create a material. Okay, so let's make a blue material. So blue. Okay, right now it is white, so we change its albedo. Okay, so click on here and change the color to blue. Okay, sky blue perhaps. Okay, then the blue color is ready, and we can drag and drop that too. Okay, okay, so you can work on this type of customizations, everything. So if you want to change the color of the track also, you can do that. Okay, each object, if you want to change the color of the border of the track, you can do that. And change the color of the track, you can do that. Change the color of the ground, you can do that. Okay, so you can play around, and you can make your desired out. So click on play, and I think, okay, so my aircraft has crashed. Okay, so I'm not the best air pilot anyway. Uh, so this is how you can explore different scenes, and you can edit those colors and edit those sort of thing. You can, if you want to add more obstacles and object, you can add those things over here, and I'll create and give a script to you to add it anywhere in the obstacles, or if you want to collect any coins or anything, you can do that over there. Okay, so hope I'll get your email IDs from the form, and I will add you in the Slack group. Okay, so this is it for today, guys. And I hope every one of you are safe, your family is safe, and you're taking each and every precautions that you can take to save yourself. Thank you, guys. See you at the next.